Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. How are you? Another week. Here we are. What are we talking about? Last week, I was showing y'all my kitchen. I'm not showing y'all no more adulting. Because I'm ashamed of myself. I'm not really ashamed of myself. It's all good. You know, and from what I learned is like by me showing some of my adulting, it helps remind some of my friends that they had to do some stuff too. You know, changing the air conditioning filter. And by the way, I don't know if you heard the kick on, but the air is on. However, I do have like a little like a fake diva fan blowing, because as you can see, she got a little glammed up because she felt like putting on some makeup. And doing some filming today. Went to work last night for a couple of hours, which was nice. Knowing that you're only there for a couple of hours and then you get to come home and chill. I got up at 8 o'clock this morning, had a cup of coffee, and called it a day. Anyway, if anyone's curious, I'm wearing foundation. The foundation I'm using is my Fenty foundation. I use this concealer contour stick to kind of like help hide my under eyes a little bit. I don't really have bad under eyes, but I noticed there was a little dark this morning when I was like applying the makeup. The colors over my eyes are just some LA colors, like purple and goldish in my tear duct and my brow bone. And you can see a little highlight there. That's the Fenty Hustler Baby. Just some mascara. I did try to put on false eyelashes, but that was a complete fail. And I already have long eyelashes, and I'm very proud of it because my mom gave me that for my birthday 39 years ago. So I just piled on the mascara just to accentuate them, and I like the way it came out. I haven't bought another Fenty lipstick, but the one that I'm wearing is my favorite. It's the Griselda, and to give it a little shine, I put some of the Balm lip gloss on top of it, and I like the way that came out. But that's for any of you that are curious as to what I did on the face. I've mentioned this before. I have an Audible account. Okay, let's backtrack. Okay, I love books. I've read a lot of books. But like lately, it's like I feel like I don't have time to like read, right? But every once in a blue, yes, I still pick up a physical book or open my Kindle and I read an actual book, and it gets me and I'm like drawn into it. But lately I've been using Audible since like I think about November. That's when I got an Audible account. And so far I've listened to mostly comedians and radio personalities books. The first one that I listened to was Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. I highly recommend that book. Then I listened to Kevin Hart's book. I can't remember the title of the book, but that one is really good. Then I read or listened to Charlemagne's book. At first, I have to be honest with you. At first, when it's like, you know how they say don't judge a book by its cover. I did judge the book by its title because I was like, I'm not sure how I feel about it, which is kind of funny. It's like before I started watching the show Blackish, I was kind of like thrown, and I was like, oh, what is this show about? And then I gave it a chance, and I was like, oh my gosh, this show is actually kind of really amazing. So the same thing with Charlemagne's book. I think I mentioned it on my Instagram when I screenshot the cover. It's definitely not a book to listen in the car with you if you have small children, because he is a bit colorful in his language. But yeah, I like the book. It gave me a different perspective on from where he was growing up to becoming a radio personality and who he is. I can't say that I was like a huge fan of his, but I appreciated the book. I tried finding because he recommended I guess Wendy Williams's book early on, like one of her first books, like her autobiography or memoir or whatever, and I tried finding that on Audible, and it's not on Audible. She does have like another book on there that's like, I guess, giving stories and stuff, but you can just YouTube her and she's talking about everybody. So I don't know, like, if I would want to do that. Anyway, I have music playing in the background, and I would hate for me to try to upload this video and then all of a sudden YouTube is like, oh, you copyright this, copyright that. But anyway, so anyway, the last book that I actually listened to, and I felt like I listened to it too fast because like now I have to wait for another credit in order to read it, to listen to another book. But was Angie Martinez, and I'm a couple of years late with this book. Angie Martinez wrote a book and it's called My Voice, and I loved listening to it because it just reminded me of New York, because she was dubbed the voice of New York, and I remember listening to her on Hot 97 forever and ever and ever, and her book was definitely really good. I won't say like, you know, I won't ever say like every book was just like stellar from start to end. The only book that I can say was like it had me from start to end was Trevor Noah's book. You know, there's some dry spells, you know, in some of the books, but for the most part, I definitely recommend those 4 books that I have listened to. My husband listens to like tons of other books. He's been on that audiobook thing for a long time. But anyway, I've spoken about this before, and I just wanted to reiterate, if you like to read but you haven't like been able to pick up a book, I think audiobooks is a great alternative. Yeah, I got glammed up for you guys. No, I didn't film myself doing it. I just decided that I wanted to, you know, put on some makeup and just, you know, get kind of pretty. I figured that I'll probably be leaving the house, you know, when Dan comes home for lunch. So I might as well like fix my face. This is the only thing that's glammed up. I don't have fancy clothes or anything. I wear sweats and like this t-shirt and a couple other t-shirts that I only wear. But yeah, I still, as far as housework, as far as adulting, the only other thing that I really need to, well, there's always something that you have to address. I still have plenty of laundry to do. I have to clean the bathroom. It's just, and there's no reason why I can't get it done. I'm lazy. There's the truth, guys. I'm lazy. Sue me. Oh well. Yeah. So I'm off tonight. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. It's my annual exam. It's always exciting for me, so I can go in and she can tell me, you haven't lost any weight. And so I can go, well, I haven't gained any weight. And then she'll say, oh, you still need to lose some weight. And there you have it. And then I'll have some labs drawn, and I'll like probably readjust some of my medications that I'm on, but it is what it is. Yeah. So anyway, thanks so much for sitting down and, you know, and chatting with me. You know, I'm doing all the chatting, you're doing all the listening, but we can consider it a chat if you leave a comment in the, you know, comments down below, and just, you know, come by, say, you know, give a little wave saying hello, and I'll check you guys in the, you know, later on in the week or next week or something like that. No promises. So anyway, thank you guys for sticking around and chatting with me. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And I'll see you next time. All right, bye.